But if I could tell you, you could make blind soccer bets without even knowing any of the players or any of the teams and make some money. Yes, I said that, a blind soccer bet. I'm going to show you here on Poor Man's Parlay. Okay, first thing you want to do is find a game. For instance, this is an international game over here. And then you're going to look for a correct score. Now, keep in mind, the lower odds are the ones that have the most likely outcomes. So you should always look to see what is the lower outcome is usually what will come out from ties to the opposing away and home team. It gets confusing with FanDuel on which team is home and away. So just be aware. Then you go to a second game. What I like to do is look between the odds, the Moneyline odds, to be within less than 100 points. So if you see 150 to 190, most likely you'll have a good game where it's almost even. You don't want to pick out a game where someone's going to get blown out because you don't know how much the point gap is. So you want to make this bet as easy as you can. So right here I picked one that's closer, and as you see the odds are a little bit closer. So you could pick the draw or one to win. So it's always important to check that out. Just makes it easier. If you don't know nothing about the teams, you want to go with the odds because the odds are updated. Do the odds within 100 to 200, 3 to 1 or 3-0. It becomes a little bit more complicated, especially if you don't know. It's a blind soccer bet. Once you have all your selections, you're going to individually bet on the teams. Obviously, the higher numbers, you may want to put a little extra money into it. So you individually bet on the teams. And then this is FanDuel. And most betting apps do the same thing. They're called straight bets. So you do straight bets for each individual team you picked. And then you do one overall bet. And that's the key. The overall bet will give you cash out options. And the cash out options, sometimes you get a chance to bail out on the bet. As you see, with this particular bet they picked, you get a pretty good return. These are the results for my blind bet. Number one, I won one of the straight bets for $1, made $8 profit or $7 profit. I cashed out on one, and it's a good thing because I cashed out while the score was 1-0, and it's a good thing I did because the results stayed at 1-0. On the overall bet, I actually bailed out, and I could have had a little bit more, but I cashed out at $43. So the total profit that I had was $33. Not bad for a blind bet. If I would have stayed a little bit longer, I would have gotten more, but that's okay. Sometimes you take that chance. Sometimes you stay with the bet. That was a blind bet. Didn't even know any of the names of the players. Follow and subscribe to Poor Man's Parlay. I'm going to break down a good baseball bet.